If you give a dog or a cat steroids to live longer, you're just numbing the death of a animal. You might as well pay $50,000 to get it cloned. Because then if you get it cloned and it's in a healthier environment, you're going to have an animal that reminds you of that animal, but it's not going to be tortured and it's not going to be drugged to the point where you think it's healthy, but it's just there for your entertainment. Veterinarian cardiologist or whatever, Chad and the steroids. You know, it's creepy. You know, the animal's going to die. Well, crank it up on steroids. Give it a couple more years for your kids to be entertained by the cat because it looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like, well, that's just absolutely charming. And wow. You know, I have to talk to my dog and I just keep telling him, you know, your kids ain't coming back. And if you're holding on, because every time you're getting sick and dying, I remind you that you're loved by the kids, you know, you can let go, Zeke, if you need to let go and just pass away instead of, you know, staying alive in misery and pain because you're waiting for Natalie and Noah and Emily and Kate to come back because they ain't coming back. Now, it's 15 years since, or it's not, it's 2000, Easter weekend, 2012. It's 12 years since they were kidnapped by the authorities. And Dad's had the same phone number, and he's lived here for 30 years, and they don't call. So they ain't going to call. Okay. And so, you know, and Emmy, when I was here, you know, the doctors talked to me, you know, they had to give her steroids to breathe because of the pollution and the stress. And Dr. Adnan talked to me, what I'm going to do is I want to try to eventually get her and Kate, because of their allergies, off the grid and up to like Grant County and Silver City. So there's less toxins around for my daughter's to have to assimilate to so they can breathe better. And he shook his head and went, yeah, but we can't all do that. We have to have the economic means to do so. And because the military is aggressive and the scientists abuse me because I'm a better person than them, and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that I make them feel inadequate, because they are. Okay. Donald Trump keeps suburban housewives safe. That's like saying people watching your children masturbate to porn at Homeland Security keep your children safe. Donald Trump and Joe Biden keep your children safe. Yeah, keep your children safe. Yeah. And then you got mega moguls who make millions and billions of dollars off of promoting the propaganda for all this bullshit, all upset. If it was white kids that were of a mega mogul, they would get treated better. I don't know, man. When Kelly was beating the shit out of Amy was brown, okay, and pregnant. And Kelly was white and drunk, okay? And the cops showed up and saw him beating, even though Amy instigated it. And he was drunk and she instigated it, or he was high and she instigated it. Just the fact that they showed up beating up a pregnant mom at 8 months pregnant. Kelly was accidentally tripped and fell on top of a glass coffee table. He fell down the concrete stairs twice. He hit his head getting into the car 2 to 3 times. Okay. So I don't think it's racist. Okay. Because it was a brown mommy with a baby that was 8 months pregnant getting beat up by a high 6'5", 285-pound white guy. And he got his ass kicked by the cops. They kicked the shit out of him. They cuffed him. They dropped him on a glass coffee table. Then they took him and they threw him down the stairs. And then they bound his head off the side of the car. Yeah. That's what happens when you get high and you beat up your girlfriend and she's pregnant and the cops show up. Well, we got to be heroes. We're macho. Heroes, huh? You're not a propaganda tool. You're not a little thing on a chessboard being moved around by a bunch of perverts that are playing God with their egos. Oh, just go give steroids to the cat. All right, peace.